Hi, my name is Chaz Newhouse, and this is my presentation on the border dispute between India and China. Just a little background on where it all began. In 1826, British India and China gained a common border together. In 1914, the McMahon Line was created. The McMahon Line was when the three countries of China, Great Britain, and Tibet all knew that they needed to come to a mutual agreement on a border. A border was finally created between India and Tibet, but for some reason China was outraged. China was outraged because Henry McMahon, the Foreign Secretary of British India, drew up the proposal of the newly created border between India and Tibet. But what happened was British India skipped talking to China at all, and so China had no input on the new border. The two countries that in this dispute are first India. A little background on it is India's religion is for the most part Hindu with a little bit of Muslim in there. They have a federal republic government, and a little background history is by the 19th century Great Britain had maintained a dominant control in the subcontinent of India. This was until Mohandas Gandhi led the nonviolent resistance to British rule and eventually brought independence for India in 1947. The subcontinent was eventually broken into two countries, Pakistan and India. As for China, the religion is mainly Buddhist, and they have a communist government. After World War II, the Communists established a socialist system that created strict living rules over its citizens' everyday life. Although living conditions have improved a little bit since then, the political control still remains really tight. Within the past 2 decades, China has increased its global outreach and participation in international organizations. The dispute at hand here is over two regions that both China and India claim as their own. The first one is the northern location of Aksai Chin, which is found in the Indian region of Kashmir. The second one is the eastern region of Arunachal Pradesh, which is an Indian territory, but has mainly been controlled by China. In 1959, India sent troops to the disputed areas to build outposts, 43 of which were built above the McMahon Line in Chinese territory. In 1962 came the Sino-American War, which is the big dispute between India and China. China sent many offensive troops towards the Indian outposts in order to drive the Indians out of the Chinese territory, as well as to take control of the territory for themselves. Due to the harsh altitude conditions and being largely outnumbered, the 1-month-long war resulted in a Chinese victory. After the war, not much territory control had changed. China remained in control of most of Tibet and kept control of Aksai Chin, while India remained in control of all the land south of the McMahon Line, as well as the Arunachal Pradesh. Both China and India have kept an approximate total of 400,000 troops around the borders after the war. Even then, still in 1986, there were reports of Chinese intrusions into Indian territory. In 1996, both China and India signed an agreement to maintain peace along their India-China border. Even after agreeing to remain peaceful, tensions have remained present. In 2006, China's ambassador claimed full ownership of Arunachal Pradesh. In 2009, China has been found building troops up around the border of Arunachal Pradesh, and to counter this, India raised its troop levels to over 100,000. In conclusion, due to this border dispute, there have been countless deaths, treaties have been broken, and enemies have been made. One solution that I like is that since the McMahon Line was created without the agreement of China's side, the solution would be for representatives from both China and India to meet once again to renegotiate the border, creating a fresh start for both countries. globalization would definitely be benefited by this change in border, because once India and China would to be working together, they would be able to trade and benefit from the use of each other's resources.